I wish I could give you, I will give you what I think is an answer, but I want to preface it that there's no hacks or shortcuts or tricks or tips or secrets to flourishing, to living well. It is a commitment to be on the path. And that path that you're talking about is something that is more grounded, more present-centered, more kind, more exploratory, as opposed to more worry, anxious, neurotic, if you will, about what maybe people are thinking about me, the insecurity nature of it. And so insecurity is a seed that we all have. And so is courage. It's a seed we all have. And so is vulnerability, right? So if you think about your non-conscious world, it's a bit like, it's a beautiful garden for seeds. And the watering of the seeds and the sunlight of the seeds are your thoughts. And so when you think about what are they thinking about me, then you're watering that seed of insecurity. And again, I think FOPO, fear of other people's opinions, is one of the great constrictors of human flourishing, of human potential. And I would use it this way. It's a long way of me saying, you want to recognize that that's something that for whatever reasons in your life you have watered. And then you say, okay, what am I going to do with that? Well, I'm ready to let go of that. I'm ready to water some other seeds, some other character traits or mindsets. And then you say, well, what are those? And then, do you know what those are? Like, what are the states or thought patterns that you appreciate more than, say, insecurity?
Gratitude.
Joy or
Joy.
Creativity.
Yeah, joy. Let's go with joy for just a moment. So you say, you know what, this doesn't bring me joy. It actually does kind of something quite opposite to it. So you say, I want to be thankful that I have this recognition. And so now we're working from gratitude. I want to be thankful I have this recognition. I've kind of worn out the tread on this tire. And when I recognize it, then I get this moment to practice, becoming more whole, right? And so watering another part of me. So you've watered this part well enough, right? And so so it's like this, okay, when I recognize it, cool. Then how do I get to this other watering of the joy seed? Well, it's as simple as saying, oh, look, you know what? I'm actually really happy that I'm figuring this out. It's that simple. Now you're on a different kind of process, right? You're on a different path. And then the other is to know the triggers for insecurity. So you get ahead of it. Mm-hmm. So if you know that walking in a certain place is a natural trigger for insecurity, well, then you want to know that, okay, how do I get myself in a better frame of mind prior to walking into those places? Or it's a certain person I start to feel insecure around or whatever. So you start to get better at your triggers as ways to say, these are opportunities for me to see how well my training is going. What kind of training? Mindset training, psychological training.
Where focus goes, energy flows. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah. And then so I would practice gratitude. I would practice loving kindness for self and others. Mm-hmm. I would practice mindfulness, to become more aware of the thoughts and the triggers and your responses. And I would start with those three. Gratitude for self and others, loving kindness for self and others. And you can practice both of those in a mindfulness practice.
Okay.